Oh my. Hello, Star Trek and Lego fans. Are you ready to go where no brick has gone before? Oh, that's corny. Anyways, this is my mock of the Excelsior class. It could be the USS Excelsior, I suppose, since it is the most famous of the Excelsior class starships. And it barely fits in the background that I have. It's big. So I may have to dismount the camera to take you around to be able to see all of it, but I will do my best. Please forgive the edges of my living room. So yes, this is the Excelsior class. It is longer than the Enterprise D set that has come out, but it is about as heavy. Just do a little different angle there. And here is the Excelsior from the back. Had to get a bunch of these trans blue parts to kind of do the upper part of the warp nacelles. Got our impulse deck back there. Yeah, kind of a difficult shape to translate into Lego. So it took a lot of trial and error. I'll post a couple photos here in the video of some of the first drafts of it all completed there. All right. Here's kind of a profile shot of the Excelsior, where you can kind of see some of the construction used a lot of snot, a lot of things at weird angles in order to get some of the shapes right. But that's enough of the overview, I think, and I think it's time to go handheld to look at some of the finer details. So we'll start, I guess with every good tour, we'll start at the bridge. Right there. Yeah, not a lot of detail, obviously, because of the size. But I tried to get, the reasonable shaping with the sand blue. Which kind of shows up more, I think, in the pictures of the models they used for the movies. But yeah, that follows kind of all the way through the ship as kind of a repeating motif, even down here. Got the sand blue, and then kind of a approximation of the turrets, phaser turrets on the top. These red stripes are very inconsistent, and that's because I made them myself with an X-Acto knife. I just cut red, stickers and put them on those tiles to kind of. It's sort of worked out. I don't know. I'm a little iffy on it still, but I did feel like we needed those red pinstripings. Moving on back, of course, we got the nacelles, and behind the grills here I have, I guess it would be light azure blue, is what I have behind those. The dark gray grills there to kind of give it some more, I don't know, illusion of a glow, I suppose, at warp speed. Lots of snot construction, studs upside down on the side there. The pylons are studs forward, so that's one of those newer rounded L-shaped pieces right there to kind of give you an idea how that goes together. Sideways construction on the engineering hull. And there we have the recessed dish deflector, navigational deflector that the Excelsior is known for. And then we have the thicker kind of the grill neck that it has. Now, obviously I don't have as many lines in it as the real one should have, but there's only so much you can do at this scale. So I kind of, offset and stacked plates, and it's actually pretty strong. You can kind of move it around. These orange bits here are kind of the maneuvering thrusters, and this sticker is from the Enterprise D set, and like many people who got the Enterprise D set, you probably got the misprint on the sticker sheet, and so you had to get your new one from Lego. That's what I did. So I had some, bonus Star Trek stickers laying around, so I added those there. And then that little gold, or I don't know, I guess it's like sunburst yellow, orange, yellow, orange, whatever, is meant to be kind of an approximation of the Starfleet Delta symbol. So yeah, moving around the back, We got our shuttle bay back there. No shuttles in it. It was difficult to figure out a way to put shuttles in it. In fact, here's one of my maneuver. As you can see, the ship does stand on its own without sagging, which is nice. On this stand. This stand, I guess, is not really a mock. It's the same stand that came with the Lego Guardians of the Galaxy Milano. And all I did was change it so that this part was at a 90-degree angle instead of being canted the other direction. So that's pretty much all I changed about it. There's our cargo bay. I might figure a way to put some shuttles in there. Don't know. And then yeah, here's the entire back half of the engineering section, and you can kind of see the impulse engines a little bit better that way. So yeah, hopefully it has come across that it is the Excelsior class. I don't know if I'll try to find some custom stickers maybe to put on the nacelles. The nacelles were another tricky part. You can probably see parts that are sandwiched to kind of, again, do that very subtle kind of taper that the Excelsior class nacelles have. And then at the front too, thank goodness for these new roundy pieces that Lego is giving us. They are awesome for building Starfleet ships. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for the Excelsior. And now what I'll do to give you guys a sense of how big it is we'll compare it with the Enterprise D. Apologies on my messy living room, but it was the only way I could get both of these ships in the same shot. And as you can see, they are not to scale with one another, even remotely. I think the Excelsior class is about the length of the D's saucer section. So they're not to scale with one another. But this kind of gives you an idea of how they look, I guess, on the shelf together. It's smaller but longer, but still too big to be in the correct scale for the Enterprise D, but that's okay. I don't really care about scale, just as long as the model looks good. But yeah, that should give you a good idea of how those ships go together. Thanks for watching. I hope this inspires you guys to maybe make some Starfleet vessels of your own. So see ya.